Addiction is a silent battle that consumes millions of lives, often leaving its victims trapped in a vicious cycle of hope and despair. For those struggling with pornography addiction, the fight feels deeply personal, riddled with guilt and shame. It's a battle fought in the mind, yet its effects seep into every corner of life. In this video, I will reveal to you the connection between pornography addiction and semen retention, and I will offer you a clear understanding of how relapses can lead to hopelessness, and ultimately, how a different approach can finally bring you the lasting freedom you are seeking and break free from addiction. Through an engaging and accessible narrative, we'll walk through the emotional struggles of addiction, unravel the reasons why people give up hope, and explore practical solutions grounded in the principles of semen retention and self-mastery. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you will never masturbate or look at pornography again, and never have to watch another one of my videos, or anyone else's for that matter. I hope you reach new heights of self-mastery, that you barely remember you even had an addiction to begin with, and look back and smile at how far you've come. Stick around until the end to find out how to snap these chains that are holding you back and making you slowly give up hope. And this time, you can breathe in a new, fresh air of hope. When battling pornography addiction, one of the most common experiences is the relentless cycle of trying and failing. Many people approach the problem with the best of intentions, convinced that sheer willpower can conquer their cravings. They fight tooth and nail, only to succumb to temptation and wake up the next morning filled with regret. This time will be different, they tell themselves, rallying their strength once more. Yet, inevitably, the addiction wins. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and with each failed attempt, the light of hope grows dimmer. Over time, the brain begins to associate the act of resisting with failure itself. The subconscious whispers, "Why bother? You're only going to lose again." This is the essence of hopelessness in addiction, the erosion of the belief that change is possible. To understand why addiction fosters this hopelessness, we must first delve into the brain's learning process. Every time we engage in a behavior, whether positive or negative, the brain creates neural pathways to reinforce that behavior. In the case of addiction, these pathways are tied to instant gratification. Watching pornography provides an immediate surge of dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, which temporarily suppresses negative emotions. However, as soon as the high fades, the shame and regret come flooding back, deepening the emotional wounds. The more one fights the addiction and fails, the more the brain associates resistance with pain and futility. This creates a self-perpetuating cycle where attempts to quit, paradoxically, strengthen the addiction's grip. One of the most damaging aspects of this cycle is the sense of personal failure it instills. Addiction is often seen as a moral weakness rather than a neurological and emotional condition, leading individuals to blame themselves for their inability to break free. They carry the weight of their relapses like a scarlet letter, convinced that they are fundamentally flawed. This self-blame is particularly acute in pornography addiction, which is steeped in societal shame and taboo. Unlike substance abuse, which is often met with empathy and understanding, pornography addiction is frequently dismissed or ridiculed. This isolation compounds the feelings of hopelessness, leaving individuals feeling trapped and alone. At the heart of this struggle lies a profound misunderstanding of how cravings work. Most people view cravings as enemies to be fought, approaching them with a combative mindset. "I just need to resist harder," they think, tightening their grip on self-control. Yet, as anyone who has battled addiction knows, the harder you fight, the stronger the cravings become. This paradox can be explained through the concept of psychological resistance. When you tell yourself not to think about something, say a pink elephant, your brain fixates on it even more. The same principle applies to cravings. By treating them as adversaries, you inadvertently give them more power, intensifying their hold over you. Before we move on, if you enjoy this video and find it meaningful, I want to ask you to press that like button and subscribe to my channel. If you do this, you're contributing to this video reaching more people, specifically those who suffer from pornography addiction and other substance abuse. It's amazing how something so simple can travel through the world in unexpected ways and play a significant role in helping people who are truly suffering and help them create a life where they feel happy with themselves and ultimately create a better world to live in. Moving on, the concept of semen retention enters the picture as a transformative solution to overcoming addictions. The practice is often misunderstood, but the truth is that its potential for overcoming pornography addiction lies in its ability to rewire the brain's relationship with cravings. Rather than viewing semen retention as mere abstinence, it is better understood as a form of energy conservation and redirection. By retaining sexual energy, individuals can channel it into productive and meaningful pursuits, breaking free from the cycle of instant gratification. Semen retention offers a fresh perspective on cravings, encouraging individuals to ride them out rather than fight them. This technique, known as urge surfing in psychological terms, involves observing cravings without judgment or resistance. When a craving arises, instead of panicking or trying to suppress it, the individual acknowledges it as a temporary sensation that will pass. This approach taps into the brain's natural ability to regulate itself. While cravings may intensify at first, they eventually diminish, much like hunger pangs subside when ignored. By practicing urge surfing, individuals can break the cycle of resistance and failure, paving the way for lasting recovery. Emotional regulation is another cornerstone of overcoming pornography addiction through semen retention. Many people turn to pornography as a coping mechanism for negative emotions such as stress, loneliness, or boredom. The act of watching pornography provides a temporary escape, numbing the pain and filling the void. However, this relief is short-lived, leaving the individual more emotionally depleted than before. To address this, it is crucial to develop healthier ways of managing emotions. Semen retention supports this process by fostering a sense of inner calm and stability. When sexual energy is conserved and redirected, it creates a reservoir of vitality that can be used to navigate life's challenges with resilience and clarity. Practical emotional regulation techniques such as meditation, journaling, and therapy play a vital role in this transformation. Meditation, for instance, helps individuals cultivate mindfulness, allowing them to observe their thoughts and feelings without becoming overwhelmed by them. Journaling provides a safe outlet for processing emotions, turning abstract feelings into tangible words. Therapy offers a supportive space for exploring the root causes of addiction and developing personalized coping strategies. These practices, combined with the principles of semen retention, create a holistic framework for emotional healing and growth. If you would like to practice the ancient Taoist philosophy of Wu Wei, which means effortless action, there is a book named The Art of Not Forcing, which teaches you how to handle life's challenges with ease instead of feeling stressed. This book can help you in your semen retention journey, which is often more difficult than it seems. If you want to check it out, the link is in the description below. Moving on, the environment also plays a critical role in shaping behavior, particularly when it comes to addiction. Just as a gardener prepares the soil to nurture a plant, individuals must cultivate an environment that supports their recovery. This involves removing triggers and temptations, such as uninstalling apps or blocking websites that enable pornography use. It also means surrounding oneself with positive influences, whether through supportive friends, online communities, or accountability partners. By shaping the environment to align with their goals, individuals can reduce the likelihood of relapse and create a foundation for long-term success. One of the most profound benefits of semen retention is its ability to restore a sense of purpose and meaning to life. Addiction often thrives in the absence of purpose, filling the void left by a lack of direction or fulfillment. By conserving and redirecting sexual energy, individuals can channel it into pursuits that align with their values and aspirations. This might involve developing a new skill, pursuing a passion, or contributing to a cause greater than oneself. When life is infused with purpose, the sacrifices required by semen retention and recovery no longer feel like burdens, but rather stepping stones to a greater good. Recovery is not a linear journey, and setbacks are an inevitable part of the process. However, each step forward, no matter how small, contributes to lasting change. It is essential to celebrate progress rather than perfection, recognizing that even partial victories are signs of growth. For instance, if someone who previously relapsed daily manages to go 3 days without giving in, that is a significant achievement worth acknowledging. By focusing on progress, individuals can build momentum and reinforce their belief in their ability to overcome addiction. In conclusion, pornography addiction is a deeply challenging issue that often leaves individuals feeling hopeless and defeated. However, by shifting the focus from fighting cravings to understanding and managing them, it is possible to break free from the cycle of failure. Semen retention offers a powerful framework for recovery, emphasizing energy conservation, emotional regulation, and purposeful living. By practicing urge surfing, developing healthy coping mechanisms, and shaping a supportive environment, individuals can reclaim their lives and find lasting freedom. The journey is not without its challenges, but with patience, commitment, and the right tools, hope can be restored and a brighter future can be realized. If you made it until here, leave a crown emoji in the comments. It's a little experiment that shows me how many of you are willing to finish what they start. Thank you so much for watching. I am truly grateful. Take care and stay strong.